Welcome back, my dear student. So it's time for us to start figuring out how we are going to be sending emails, right? So we need a third-party library because we know the mail function does not work properly. Okay, so this is the page for the library that we are going to be using, and there are a couple of them. This is one of the best ones. PHP mailer. There's a whole bunch of functionality here. Okay, and this is in the GitHub page, and you can get to it by just going to Google or something and typing PHP mailer, clicking on the GitHub link, and it will give you some more information. So here's how this works. We are going to be using another uh, software or webware program to download to install PHP mailer. And the reason why we're doing that is because it's going to be easier. If you don't know about Composer, do not worry. I'm going to show you how to use it. Composer is a package manager uh, for PHP. So this is very simple here. You download it, and they're telling you how to download it. And then these are the configuration. You can basically copy and paste this to your project, and it will work. Okay. Make sure you change the host to your whatever SNTP is. Okay. Your username, your password. So let me show you. Let me first explain to you about Composer real quick. And I believe I have a course on that, on some of these PHP tools, just in case you want to find out some more about it. If you go here and Edwin, let me see. I should have a course. Let me see. And if I go to Edwin Diaz real quick, let's go to my profile and should be there somewhere. It's a free course and it's called, let's see what it is. Yeah, I created that course specifically for you guys, so you guys can actually learn this. And I think I passed it. It's the tools. It has to be in the second page. I'm not really looking, guys. Huh? I don't see it there. Let me actually go to this other website, my website, and actually find it. Free courses and PHP advanced tools. Okay, here you will find how to use Composer, how to use Vagrant. Okay, very important tools for development. So anyway, let's go back to the course and let's go and type in Composer here. Getcomposer.org is a website unless they change it. If you're using Windows, when you click download, it's going to offer you to use Windows. Okay, download there is a lot, it's a lot easier when you download it with Windows because it's going to give you a whole package, a whole thing to download everything. With a Mac like I'm running right now, from the terminal, I can do this. Okay, I copy the first line and I place it in my terminal. Okay, like this. Well, you just got to copy and paste all of it one by one, and then at the end you just delete that file. Okay, then you have Composer installed. Pretty cool. Okay, but anyway, so, and there's a whole bunch of, if you don't know, like I said, go to codingfaculty.com and install it, and there's a whole bunch of tutorials about it. But anyway, that's how we're going to be using, and if you don't have it, go ahead and download it now, and that's it. Okay, let's go back here, and I'm going to start using that right away. I'm going to open my terminal, and this is the same thing right here in this IDE as my terminal in the Mac or Git Bash. Oh, and by the way, if you don't have a terminal, a command window if you want something very similar to Linux or Mac, the one like the one I'm using, download Git Bash. Um, Go to Git right here to this website and download this little guy right here. Okay, and just follow the prompts. And it's going to install something in your desktop. It's going to install a bash or a command tool that you can use, and then double click it and open it, and it's going to open like a window like this. I think it's going to be black. And use that and just write the same commands that I'm writing. Okay, I have Composer installed globally, so make sure that you do as well. So if I type in Composer here, you can see that it's going to show a retro like this. This is how you know that it is installed. Okay, so let's go ahead and install require. So I'm going to use Composer require. And if this does not work for you, it's because Composer is not installed globally. So make sure that on their page you install a Composer globally. So this is the command right here. Okay, very simple. I just wanted to show you. Composer require. I'm gonna paste it. But before we do that, let's actually, you know what? I can create, if I wanted to, the JSON file we do in Composer init. That's going to do the create a Composer JSON file that we can. And actually, let me show you how to do that real quick. It's going to, when I press enter, it's going to ask me, hey, what is the name of the vendor? I'm just gonna click enter for everything. Author name. I'm just gonna type in Edwin Diaz at codingfaculty.com. Close it with a greater than symbol. Enter, enter, enter. And would you like to define your dependencies? If I click yes, it's going to ask me questions. I don't want to do that now. It's going to ask me if I want to search for a package. I can do this, PHP mailer. And it's going to look for it. And you can see that it finds it right here. If I press 0 here, it's going to download it for me. But I don't want to do that. I want to get out of here to show you the composer.json file. Let me see if it's, let me just come out of there. Enter. Let's find out if it created the file real quick. Okay, you got it. Actually, go back, composer.json, and Edwin Diaz. Let's go back here. I don't use this much. I think I used it maybe twice because I create most of my projects already in a different way. It's required actually. So yes, PHP mailer. So PHP mailer should be the first one, 0. And actually, I think it's number 3 too. So 0, enter, no version control constraint. I click enter, and now it's actually doing that for me. And now the composer.json JSON should be there for me. Yes, that's fine. That's fine. There we go. It has to be here. There we go. Right here. So now we can see the composer.json file created for us. This is the information that I put in, as you can see. Now, if I want to download some type of file, I can say, well, you see that it has a dependency here. It's going to require PHP mailer, right? So let's clear this, and I'm gonna type in composer install. Excuse me, and it's installing that for me. And now I have a new directory here with composer, of course, and PHP mailer. Okay, and that's it. Now I know this could be a little hard to actually do, so make sure that you download composer. The only problem that you would have is if you type in composer in your terminal and you get a bash no not command error or something like that. That means that your composer is not installed globally. Go to the documentation, make sure that you, in Windows, I believe you have to put your own path. You have to have a PHP executable file in Windows. So make sure that when you are installing it, it's going to ask you where is the PHP executable. If you have XAMPP, you can find it. You go to the XAMPP application, and I believe it's in bin or something like that, but it's there. Okay, you can find it. And with a Mac, you shouldn't have a problem. Okay, very easy. Thank you so much for watching. And on the next lecture, we're going to start setting everything up with PHP Mailer to send emails. Thank you.